buying is rewarding, but it can also be stressful at times. And our friend Randy Bell from Colorado First Time Homebuyer is here with all the advice to relax you. And just, do you know what I mean? And not stress you out about breathing. Yeah, a bit of yoga. No, and relax you about the obstacles, because it is. I always say when I got my first house, it is stressful.
It is. But
it's exciting at the same time. You got nervous. You know, the nervous feeling coming as well. But once you get in that house, we mentioned it's rewarding.
It's very rewarding.
Really is.
But people stress out, and I get it. It's a big purchase. It's a big move, but it doesn't have to necessarily be all stress.
Well, let's talk about these obstacles, okay? Let's kind of break these things down. Some of the requirements, which is a really important word. Requirements. Where should we start? Should we start right at the top? Because obviously the biggest thing for me is credit score.
It is. It is. The program requires a minimum 620 credit score. A lot of people don't know their credit score. They're afraid to look, or, you know, that just stresses them out. You can actually do a soft credit pull, which means it's not a ding to your credit if you go to Colorado First Time Homebuyer, and you can start with something. You know where your score is. And a lot of people are like, well, it's below a 600, but we can actually tell you how to get that score up. And we've had clients, because Colorado First Time Homebuyer, we've been here for 20 years. We've had clients come back 3 years later and got their score from 550 to a 660. I mean, you know, we're here for you. And we're going to be patient like you are and help you get into that home.
And that connection going to the next was job history.
Yeah, yeah. You know.
Interesting.
Yeah, job history. A lot of people, they'll quit their job or leave their job, and of course with COVID and all of that, people weren't working and so forth. But we can put that together too. I mean, we just basically sit down with the client and say, okay, let's not stress. What will it take to get into your first home? And we just basically line it all up and say, okay, you're good to go, or you need to work on this, this, and this. And we don't charge anything up front for it. We're not going to say, hey, pay us $19.99 a month. And, you know, we don't. We want to help you get into a home.
Next one I've got, this is really interesting. What if I just got out of college?
Yeah. Yeah. What was your degree in? So if you were in journalism, broadcasting, and you just got out of college, and that's your degree, and you just started in your job, you can actually, utilize that. You don't have to have a 2-year job history because you just got your degree.
Wow.
So we can put those together too.
And do they count to student loans? So you've got that kind of like connection there with college, etc.
Yeah.
Because I expect students coming out of college, you're thinking, oh my gosh, I've got all this debt, etc. But then again, take that next step perhaps. But again, student loans, how does that work there?
It does count.
It does count. Okay, so that's good.
It does.
We're transparent on this show. We are.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. You know, we had a lot of clients like, hey, student loans going to be forgiven. I can, you know, no. And yeah, it does count.
Okay.
So they do look at the debts and the debt ratio, and, you know, basically, okay, your car payment, your student loans and things like that. And then they basically take that, and when I say they, that's the lending team that works with Colorado First Time Homebuyer, and they analyze it all and say, okay, you can afford this. Absolutely. And if that's not enough, what would it take you to get to that higher point for a higher purchase price?
Well, there's expert advice, expert obviously support from the team, all the information on the screen right now. People can reach out. You just ask a question, ask the questions, and you've got the answers.
Yes, just reach out to us. Go to ColoradoFirstTimeHomebuyer.com and we'll get you started.
Love it. Randy, high fives all around. Thank you so much. And let Randy Bell, Mr. Colorado First Time Homebuyer Randy Bell, that's what it is. All his team will help you get your first home, and all you have to do is call or visit the website on your screen. And we'd also like to thank Colorado First Time Homebuyer, as always, for bringing us this segment. Thanks, Randy.
Thank you.